Last one out, turn off the lights. Turn off the lights when you leave a room, and you can save money on your electric bill. Sounds simple and easy, doesn't it? Yet, lots of people just leave lights on. Why? They believe that turning lights on and off uses more energy than leaving them on. That's a common myth and simply not true. However, it is true that lights use more energy when they are turned on, but this increase lasts only a few milliseconds. So, turn off the light each and every time. And use CFLs, compact fluorescent light bulbs, instead of ordinary light bulbs. They are more efficient than ordinary light bulbs, which create heat as well as light. With ordinary bulbs, only 10% of the bulb goes for light. The rest is for heat. CFLs use less energy, and they last much longer. However, they are a little more expensive. What about other electrical appliances? Your computer, radio, and so forth. It's important to turn them off when you aren't using them. There is no significant wear and tear when you turn appliances and lights on and off. Being energy efficient makes a lot of sense. You can save energy and save money. Turn it off.
Buried in paper. We are being buried in paper. We use too much paper. So what's the answer? Recycle it. It's the smart, efficient, and eco-friendly way to go. Recycling paper uses 64% less energy and 58% less water than cutting down trees for new paper. In addition, recycling 1 ton of paper saves 17 trees. If we recycled all of our newspapers, we would save about 250 million trees a year. Trees are a critical part of our planet's ecosystem. They take in carbon dioxide and expel oxygen. All living things need to breathe oxygen. And more important, 1 tree can filter up to 60 pounds of pollutants from the air each year. So what can we do? We can use both sides of a piece of paper by writing on both sides. We can reuse wrapping paper. We can buy paper products made from recycled paper. And, this is a must, every single newspaper and sheet of paper must go into the recycling bin. No excuses, no ifs, ands, or buts. With a little effort, we could save lots of paper and trees, and we would also save the rainforests of the world.
Good, clean water. I'll drink to that. Is there anything better than a cool glass of water on a hot day or a swim in a clear blue lake? We need water for drinking, and we need it for recreation. We use it in 1,000 ways. Without it, we could not survive. Yet, with more and more people on the planet, we're using a lot more. Therefore, we need to conserve water everywhere, starting at home. How? Turn off the faucet while brushing teeth, and don't let water run when not in use. Repair all water leaks. Dripping faucets are a big loss of water and very expensive. What else? Next, we need to be careful not to pollute our rivers, lakes, and oceans. They are often polluted because people are unaware that wastewater and trash gets into rivers and oceans. Polluted water damages the environment and affects all of us. It's a huge problem worldwide. We need to pick up trash and not leave it lying around. Don't trash our beaches. Plastic trash can be harmful to sea life. The bottom line is that water is a precious resource, and we need to conserve and take care of our rivers, lakes, and oceans.
Slash the trash. Everywhere in the world, people are wasteful. throwing away what they don't want. Everywhere you look, you can see half-eaten food, plastic containers and utensils, paper products, trash of all kinds. You name it, it's there, all around us, in our environment. Why? Basically, it's because people are unaware of the impact their garbage and trash have on our land, air, and water. Even when it is hauled to landfills, trash is a huge problem. First, because there's too much of it, and second, because as it decomposes, it releases methane gas. Methane is a greenhouse gas, a direct contributor to global warming. So what can be done? As individuals, we can reduce, reuse, and recycle. Smart shoppers, for example, think not only about the products they buy, but how they are packaged. Too much packaging ends up as trash. So smart shoppers also look for products made from recycled materials. They avoid products made from styrofoam because it can't be recycled and doesn't decompose. In addition, smart shoppers take many other small steps to cut the trash. They bring their own shopping bags to the supermarket and coffee mugs to the coffee shop. There are many ways to slash the trash, and they all begin with us.
Let the fresh air in. Do you think that the air in your home is cleaner and fresher than the air outside? Think again. When we use sweet-smelling cleaning products and air fresheners, indoor air can be polluted, especially if the windows are not open. And these products can be dangerous. Just take a look at the warning labels of the cleaning products. Toxic. Dangerous when inhaled or absorbed by the skin. Fatal when swallowed. The U.S. Poison Control Centers report that 50% of all poisonings occur at home with children under 5 years of age, and that allergies are increasing. So open the windows and let the fresh air in. Clean with ordinary soap and water, and look for green cleaning products at the supermarket. Ordinary vinegar and baking soda are also excellent for cleaning. And take the hazardous products to your local hazardous waste center. Don't just dump them in the sink or toilet. That's dangerous, since they can get into our drinking water. Replace them with natural methods of cleaning. Your family's health will improve, and so will the health of our environment. No doubt about it.
Give your car a day off. Is your car a real gas guzzler? Are you always filling and refilling the tank? Big cars and vans release about 6 pounds of carbon dioxide per gallon of gasoline into the air and pollute the atmosphere. Some guzzlers can emit up to 20 pounds per gallon of gasoline. But if you must drive, it's important to avoid rush hour. Sitting in traffic and going nowhere is bad for your car and bad for the environment. Why? Because thousands of cars idling use a tremendous amount of gas. You go nowhere, and your miles per gallon, MPG, drops to 0. And did you know that at 75 miles per hour, you burn 20% more fuel than if you go 55 mph? Carrying heavy loads in your car reduces your MPG. Tires not properly inflated also use up more gas than necessary. But the good news is that you can do something about it. For starters, you can carpool. Figure out the best way to go to school, work, almost anywhere. Or better yet, how about walking or bicycling on short trips? Taking the bus is another option. For a beautiful, clean environment, find ways to be less dependent on your car. Give your car a rest. It's good for you, your car, and the air we breathe.
Say bye-bye to bottled water. You can't walk across a college campus, past an office building, or through a park without seeing 1, 2, or 10 empty bottles. Many are plastic water bottles. Trash bins overflow with them. Those water bottles are a problem, a serious problem. Why? Because only 1 out of 5 bottles actually makes it to a recycling bin. The rest litter streets and fill up landfills. They degrade our landscape and damage our environment. In addition, the plastic bottles are not biodegradable. That is, they don't decay. They remain as trash for hundreds of years. So why are so many people drinking bottled water? They believe that they are making a healthy choice. But the truth is that tap water is just as safe, often safer than bottled water. In fact, some bottled water is just filtered tap water, not spring water. But perhaps the biggest problem with bottled water is that it takes tremendous energy to produce the plastic bottles. In the U.S. alone, it takes 1.5 million barrels of petroleum a year to make water bottles. And even more energy is required to ship them. Many environmentally conscious people are now refilling bottles with tap water. Maybe it's time to say, goodbye bottled water, hello tap.
Get your hands dirty. Plant something. Plants are essential for our environment. They take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen into the air. They improve the air we breathe, provide us with food, connect us to the earth, and make our world more beautiful. Plants also help to keep the soil from eroding or washing away. When it rains, plants drink the rainwater, and their roots hold it in the soil. Otherwise, it runs off into the sewer. Planting short shrubs near the house also helps to keep the cold away in winter. In order to plant, you'll need to do a little planning. Here's what you will need: some tools for digging, good soil, a bucket of water, and of course, seeds, plants, or flowers. And don't forget to use organic fertilizer. That's important. You may think that you don't have a green thumb, a natural ability to grow things. But be assured, Mother Nature is on your side. She loves life and growth. All you need to do is plant in a sunny spot, water what you planted, weed it, and then enjoy it. Truly, is there anything better than a sun-kissed tomato straight from the garden? Yum. Or how about the flowers that greet you in the morning? If you can't plant a garden, how about houseplants?
Buying locally is 1,000 miles fresher. The next best thing to growing your own food is to enjoy the food from your local market. Food grown right in your own area, in your own state. Such food doesn't have to travel halfway across the world using up gasoline and using wasteful packaging in order to get to your table. For these 2 reasons alone, it's worth buying locally. In addition, food from the local market is fresher and more nutritious. Generally speaking, it is grown in organic soil and is picked when it is ripe, not when it is still green. It simply tastes better. Buying locally is becoming a national trend. People are becoming more interested in the food they eat. They want to know where their food comes from, what's in it, and how it was grown. Buying locally gives them the opportunity to find out. It's fun and informative to speak directly with the people who live in your area and grew the food you're buying. By buying locally, people support local businesses as well. They keep the money right in their own communities and give their own economy a boost. It's going green and saving green at the same time. So do a little research. Find out where the local markets are. Shop there. Buying locally says that you care about your neighbors and our world. Be a locavore.
Be a hero. Help save our beautiful planet. Read about the lives of some truly inspiring people, the green heroes of today and yesterday, and you will be moved to action. Some, like Rachel Carson, are long gone, but she alerted the public to the dangers of pesticides in her book, Silent Spring. Like her, we need to speak out and spread the word. Wangari Maathai, a Nobel Prize winner from Kenya, organized thousands of poor women into an army called the Green Belt Movement. They planted thousands of trees for the betterment of their own lives and were taunted and beaten for doing so. She was even jailed. Her story is an inspiration to all. And Chico Mendes of Brazil gave his life to stop the destruction of the Amazon rainforest. Such heroes teach us not to be complacent, but to be aware, to learn, to speak out, and to take action when necessary. The bottom line is that each of us needs to be a responsible steward of planet Earth. Unless we take green steps, the Earth will continue to be damaged by the foolish and greedy actions of a few. Just think, if each of us, all around the world, would take one small step each and every day, we'd be doing something quite heroic for our children and our children's children. They deserve better. They deserve a beautiful world.